Avatar: The Way of Water has now become profitable already. The 9th highest grossing film of all time.
Good. You saw my.
Sorry, Tyler. If you tweet one more time about you being the only guy,
oh my God, Tyler is.
I truly don't remember Seth
James
saying
Cameron's ass.
I backed you up so many times on this. I said I think he will easily make.
I think it's actually.
And I quote Cam saying 1.4 billion isn't a bad like.
It's not.
Yeah, and he's gonna double that.
But
this is only week 3.
It actually just passed 1.7 billion, which would make it the 7th highest grossing of all time.
Already.
Yeah.
Wow.
The thing is with Avatar is that Americans are so centric about themselves. The people are like, how is it, guys? America's not the only country. Every other country cares about this movie more than any other movie that's ever came out in history.
That's true, and that's my bad. I admitted. I said, hey, I'm man enough to say this is my bad. I still think James Cameron's a jackass.
I think everyone should think he's a jackass.
And then I just saw your tweet, Tyler, about like Martin Scorsese saying something about
100% valid and true.
I'm not mad about James Cameron saying anything about Marvel. I just think other James Cameron quotes is that he's a jackass.
Yeah, but I think Martin Scorsese has to be in the same light. If you say that,
no, because I don't think James Cameron's a jackass because of any Marvel comments. I think it's okay if they like don't. Like
no, because James Cameron says things about himself.
Yeah, he's like Martin Scorsese is just like, I don't really like MCU.
He's just an old man.
James Cameron is more like, I'm better than MCU movies.
He thinks he's like the best.
I don't know. I still think he's a jackass. I've said it time and time again. He's an incredible director. I'm a big Aliens guy. I think it's better than Alien, and I'm a big T2 guy. I think it's better than Terminator, even though he did Terminator. So like, doesn't really matter. But like, I think he's a great director. He's a jackass.
Where do we think this is going to end? Like, how high do we think Avatar: Way of Water is going to
go?
I think 2.3, somewhere around. I'm just saying.
Now it is slowing down a bit. Down being.
Did you see it went up on week 3? That's like, I know it was Christmas and New Year, but that's so rare.
I don't think it'll pass Endgame. It won't get 3 billion, and I think like.
Well, nothing's gotten 3 billion.
I don't know. Well, 3 billion is what would be.
Wait, what did Endgame get?
2.7, 2.797, so
maybe
2.8.
It depends because I feel like Top Gun Maverick was in theater for so long, and this is only 3 weeks of Avatar: The Way of Water.
Avatar will stay in. Yeah, that's true. Avatar will stay in.
If Avatar even has the slightest chance of sniffing that #1 spot, James Cameron's going to re-release this movie once a year until it passes Endgame.
I think they will really.
I do think it's steady, right? So I think it'll get to 2.1 ish and then start fizzling out ish and then make 200 more million, which again is still
I think it numbers,
will. But
I think
now that I have a little more clarity and I'm not letting James Cameron's jackassery like cloud my judgment, I do think like 2.3 is a fair number.
Do you have the highest grossing movies list in front of you?
Yeah.
Where's No Way Home?
1.9.
Did that make that much?
So it'll for sure pass that within like.
No, it'll pass 1. So I think 2.3 would put it at the 3rd highest grossing of all time. 2.3 to 2.8 or 2.3 to 2.75 will put it at the 3rd highest grossing of all time. Yeah, it's the More Fun Stuff version.
Oh yeah, that.
No, but is that?
I don't think anyone went and saw that though.
Yeah,
like Avatar and
Endgame.
Endgame both had like a lot of people go and see it. I don't think anyone went and saw the More Fun version.
So what's the 4th highest? Because the top 3 have all had re-releases. Top Gun Maverick also had a re-release.
No, so it's Avatar, Endgame, Titanic are the top 3.
Why don't we save
Star Wars: The Force Awakens?
Why don't we save all the films until the
game draft?
Yeah. Okay,
but
that's fine.
One question about box office though: do we think anything's ever going to top, like for adjusted for inflation, top Gone with the Wind? Because that's at like 3.5 billion. With inflation. I know on Wikipedia, if you're on that, Cam, there's like 2 tabs you can do with inflation, without inflation. And Gone with the Wind's like the clear #1 for with inflation.
Yeah,
I feel like
don't think anyone is touching that.
Yeah.
Not for a long time anyway. I don't see that.
It's just absurd, especially with like just kind of where the like economy is now. And the US isn't the only thing, but it kind of gives a little idea of how the economy is across the world, and no shot anything gets to